I want you guys to imagine for just a moment that the town or city you live in just had a new mayor. They don't eat, they don't drink, they don't sleep. They don't even care about campaigning for re-election. What they do is take millions of data points from the citizens within your city, such as finance, crime, and traffic, and use that to create policy, for better or for worse. That mayor is called artificial intelligence. And as many of you guys know, AI has been such a prominent topic lately. You've seen it all in social media, through text or art. But tonight, I wanted us to explore a deeper question. Can AI be viable in something like politics and governance? And if so, to what extent? My answer is yes. AI not only works in governance, but it's already in effect across the world. What truly matters is balance, as key human leadership qualities are taken out of the picture once AI is incorporated. When you think about AI in governance, what do you think of? Let me see some hands. No hands. All right. Here's what I think about. Robots in parliament or an algorithm running for president. But in reality, it's much more realistic than that. You see, in the modern time, AI is essentially used as an analyst, one that gives policymakers the direction that they need to make more educated laws. Take Singapore, for example. Singapore uses AI for public safety and traffic in order to create a more traversable city for their citizens. If you want to take it a step further, the United States Department of Defense utilizes AI for logistics or threat analysis. To take it to the extreme, the China State Council uses AI for surveillance and predictive policing. But despite all of these differences in use, the point still stands. AI works. It's operational. You see, humans are constrained. The world's governments need to manage severe complexities. Healthcare, finance, defense, infrastructure, it just does not seem to end. Humans, no matter how brilliant they are, will always be constrained by time, attention, and bias. Every human has a life outside of politics. Every human has their own political opinion. And every human requires sleep. AI needs none of these. After all, it's a machine. It takes in things that we've taught it and puts that into practice. So, in theory, AI can make governance into something more proactive than reactive, more efficiency-driven than ideology or party-based. Honestly, that sounds great and really compelling. So why don't we just replace all of our politicians with robots? Here's the thing. AI is exactly what we said it was. It is not a human. It is a machine. You see, governance as a whole requires a nuance that AI just cannot replicate. AI can't comprehend human values, like compassion or accountability. In turn, AI can also discuss issues such as freedom because the stakes are inherently human. And AI can't feel the same way as it does for its human constituents. And as such, that lack of empathy is a key shortcoming for most AI. You see, empathy is one of the biggest forms of human leadership, and it's one of the most important aspects of it as well. Only a human can feel another human. Sure, AI can mock empathy, but it can't entirely replicate it. Governance, with all of its politicians and drama, must remain human-led. It cannot be led by AI. There's also this very common misconception that artificial intelligence is unbiased, neutral. That is not the case. You see, AI takes in past teachings that we gave it and implements it into practice. In this case, AI utilizes past policy. That past policy might contain biases that are racial, geographical, or economical. In turn, AI implements these biases into its own policy, and in turn makes something very devastating that can't be quite addressed. Let me put it this way. If a human lawmaker did this, you can hold them accountable. You can tell them that's wrong. You can impeach them. But with AI, and if AI is in your government as a whole, you can't really question them. You could probably pull the plug, but that would just cripple your government overnight. So where exactly does this leave AI? I turned that off. Where exactly does this leave AI? You see, I believe that AI is a balance. It should augment governance, not completely change it. It should act like a co-pilot, giving policymakers the resources they need to make better laws. What AI should not do is try and understand the feelings of its constituents. If we gave over governance to AI, we might have more efficiency. We might have a better outcome. But we also risk losing something far more fragile. The government needs to be as trusted as it is legitimate. And to have a legitimate government is to have a good one. To have a legitimate leader is to have one that is human, imperfect, and accountable. AI is none of these. Yes, again, AI can strengthen our institutions, and using it, we can make something truly great. But AI cannot replicate the moral judgment us humans have. And moral judgment is key for a democracy. And without a democracy, there is no fair and just government. Thank you.